I am a Mississippi-born American. Spent the majority of my career in or around New York. Came to the UK last year. Came here to do some consulting and had landed with the Lockhart now head chef for about 6 months. I happened to start as a kitchen porter as well. My very first job in the kitchen. I think that you look for the same detail that you look in a line cook or a commis chef or a chef for that matter. You look for the qualities of commitment, endurance, the mind stability. For me, the skill set is never about how you hold a knife. It's always about the attitude that you bring into the kitchen and the ability to humble yourself no matter what level you're at in order to work as a team. I did it for about 6 months. I'm aggressive and ambitious. I didn't want to persist there any longer than was necessary. I had my eyes on other pieces of the kitchen. I think that that's a good attribute of a kitchen porter, to be able to handle your station and put your eyes elsewhere and want to take care of your station, but at the same time the desire to take on a little bit more, which then is the next leap into where you can go in this career. In the kitchen, cleanliness is godliness, and staying clean is the utmost importance. These guys, they basically put time in your hand on a minute-to-minute basis. They're taking away jobs that are important to you to keep you clean. In addition to, obviously, the pot wash and the plate wash, there are so many other things that we rely on our KPs for. We involve them in our health and safety, in addition to making sure that first thing in the morning when they're here that they're checking the temperatures of the fridge. We do give them quite a bit of responsibility. We treat them as part of the team as much as possible. I worked with a kitchen porter. His name was Russell, and he was an older gentleman, and he was a bit of a Tasmanian devil in the dish pit. He would just wear it out. He was an aspiring fireman. He had adopted being a volunteer fire department member. During his shift, he would always have his radio on his hip. He would be listening in, and occasionally the ring would come through, and you would just see the excitement in his eyes light up and tell us about his stories of fighting fires on his days off. Also worked with a kitchen porter in France who had a glass eye. And he was a super nice guy. He was a former convict. He was always struggling to figure out which eye it was, and me being young and not wanting to insult him, I was kind of always sort of like crossing between one eye. I came around a corner one day, and he must have seen me coming, and he was waiting for me right behind, and he was pointing to his left eye right there. Like, look at this one right here. It scared the absolute out of me, but it was a funny situation for everybody.
Imagine a day in the kitchen without a kitchen porter.
I'd rather not. I'd really rather not.